lot. We are here for training how to set up camera trap, also with a transient land. I'm very happy for being Eco Guard for Wabi because I have a lot of experience now how to protect this land, and I know what to do and what not to do in the forest.
To the intervention of many projects like ECOD, Wabile, OKKPS, then we have started seeing some changes. So I think the community members also really appreciate the work of those projects that are bringing development in their chiefdoms in the name of protecting this particular conservation area. With also the community members are now ready full force to support those projects to see how best they can achieve their goal, and they are always thanking the donors that are giving their money to those projects to sponsor community members. Wabile also is now working along the Kilimi axis to Kuru. They also are now trying to see how best we can able to know the different type of animals that are in there. For the community members, they never know if we have chimpanzee or neither elephants. Due to the effort of the Wabile and the OKKPS and ECOD, now community members have started knowing that yes, we have elephant, we have chimpanzee, we have leopard. Then this is a good thing for the chiefdom because this can encourage the tourism to be in the park and to do more investment. This also encourages the community members also to contribute to support the project because they are seeing their children working with the project. And conservation is good because it creates more jobs for the youth, it creates more employment, more investment. So it will be good if this will continue for the next 10 to 15 years. That can help the conservation area to be protected and the community members also to feel part of the decision making.
Me, for can go na junction for go buy EDSA credit. It want more than
say you want for Gona State. Because the last EDSA credit when me buy na ya asidom where I buy am.
This one hard for me.
Famulado, welcome to Mayor Zawa, the program will come to you every Wednesday 4 o'clock Central. This program, they tell you about the work we council do and plenty of the other things that we council look inside, more especially inside the Freetown municipality. Well, the mayor actually not there in town, but that not mean say the program not will go ahead because council big. Apart from the mayor, you get other people we they work that council. So that's if we come for can tell you about things that way they happen. Today we want for can look quickly about this massive way for them na the Shell New Road, we na 7-story building. We are everything they happen. Even up till now, they don't even know almost people in the inside that building there. And even they don't even know almost people in the inside them panels and they will the back of the building. We'll come look as today don't be the number 3 day after we that massive day happen. And then we go still remember on the back about council tax. Of course, it is different level, you know, property tax and other tax the way you supposed to pay as citizen in the Freetown municipality. Well, for now we go talk this talk. I got with me in a studio Kuma Hassan Kama, of course, they had the Information and Education and Communications Unit, now the Freetown City Council. They are also with me. Kuma, tell Famule Adu, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me, Famule Adu.
All right, we done the area, but Masibo they were done for them. In fact, inside the Freetown municipality, and even at the outskirts, the one will be happening in Congo Town. Inside, I think that about 4-story where they say for them. Now we don't this big one because this is the big one for this year for us. We don't happen because we don't see many disasters that don't happen. But this one look big because there's 7-story and it happened on a Monday way and holiday where plenty people believe plenty people have been there inside that hosted that attended. But they don't even account for them people and almost people and they just try for pull and small. How this hit cancel?
Honestly, Dan, this not a hit or like not a shock to we all. And one thing I want the family to know, this happened at a time where like for we na Freetown, we blantieri but that kind of batia way like we don't get a heavy downpour of rain. But unfortunately for this, the rain not been like that heavy. And even if you watch at the hour where the thing happened, you know, like we all not be the expect. And unfortunately, like you rightly say, that be holiday time, we like would expect say people that they na us. Everybody they intact. School picking if for go school, not go school that day. Workers they if for go work, not go that day. And you watch at the time when the incident happened. So like it be just like so much like a big tragedy to we, a big loss to we, because we just imagine how many people who up till now we're not able to account of we've been there within the building before the collapse. But I want to say one thing. This is a signal to we all as Freetonians, residents of Freetown, wherever you stay. This is not a signal because, like how you rightly say, it don't happen at Congo Town, and we say we lost a lot of lives and properties, and the building not begin no side for stand, like it collapsed down, flats down. From up to down, the same thing happened, and this what will happen. Also, it even affects other buildings. Them currently, as I talk to you, we will not even sure of the safety of the people they under. We don't know what's going to happen. So this is the signal to we as Freetonians for let we all, be on we guard. Let we all be careful, be conscious of where we they reside, where we day, because we don't know what's going to happen next. And this is not the first time for we begin to experience the kind of batia. We blame of other disaster them way. When they talk about flooding, we know that rain can heavily place flood, and we get a disaster. Of course, we blame of fire accidents where we know that a fire, outbreak and it cause disaster. But this one, like, not a unique one.
Yeah.
So that fear as a council and that concern as a council, they within we right now as the talk, because we don't know what next and we don't wish for that. So therefore, as a council, we will continue for call on all players, the MDAs, and especially the National Disaster Management Agency, when are the lead when it comes to disaster, because we as council most times we on role. Now for ensure we do on the preventive side, we desensitize. And before this happen, we don't get houses and appoint them, we don't say this house safe. This a disaster prone, it will collapse at any time. And we don't go to them points and they for in line in collaboration with National Disaster Management Team and other players there for let we evacuate people they let them come out at them points. But as we all know, this is not Freetown and people they stubborn. So man they think I say if I move now, I will go there, we see I go eat, I go do my business and so many other things. So they know they move. But I don't want to talk much. I really want to forget time. But this is really scary because we don't know this. Now it happened to story buildings. We don't know what's the status of flats, one flat, pan body, dirty blockos, we don't know. Because with the sense and say, so what we they see, like the whole thing that happened and accumulative something, like probably, me not to the technical person, but what we the envisage is like probably the water or the rain wey dey come go don dey soak the ground, and because there is no strong foundation, because the building materials are substandard, because the contractors or engineers they not do wetin dem for do correct, they not do their work well, probably, allegedly, I know they say probably that will don't be the cause. Now, so we they think as a council, and
yeah, I mean it's fact, because I believe say if you build then kind story, then they follow the kind foundation.
Exactly.
And more especially that place they we understand say that be the ministry today, and you can imagine, you know, you get for. Well, if you're a good contractor, they do soil testing, you know, for know if that soil they really good for construct or for, you know, for the waiting. But if you grab nobody good build.
Exactly. So the question goes back, would that be get the land or would that buy the land? Would that get the building permit? Would that not the engineer? Would that not the contractor? If this not been dirty box, allegedly. So if you want to build a kind of building, that dirty box, now that kind of structure you for put on, like I say, it's really pathetic, because like most times we are tenants, we don't know, when us we see and we enter inside us, we don't know the foundation, we don't know how they build. We always, what we know is we don't get house and we enter inside us, you know. So at the end of the day, most times people becomes the victim. But the one way buy the land, the one way give the permits, the one are the engineer, the contractor, they know the foundation. So if you don't say this building or this ground, not to point stand there for make you build a 5-story building, or if you like build, they build, then no build it, no buy it, no take permits, no go to the extreme for risk lives and properties. So a big concern to we as council, and we believe say we trust that the institutions them and the government parastatals and everybody go do investigation, and we go able for try for tap that kind of thing, and so we're not going to continue for lost lives and properties na Freetown.
Okay, up till now there's still the search, because I understand say they don't even go find some other machine camp for help, because you can imagine 7-story, it collapsed. Remember the one, the first, second, how it will look like. So well, I know say when I get a man on the ground, where they give you an update as to the situation now. What thing council get as to now?
Well, currently, most times that kind of disaster time, once you don't reach a disaster point, we get with disaster management team when they're in the lead. So they listen to them technically, waiting advice. We as council not they just take decision until we are from the technical team, when are the disaster management team, when are they go tell we waiting next. But as at now, I believe say we as council they join in with all the players, the disaster management team, for like a rescue team. Let's try for rescue. Oda don't die, body then they under still. As at now, they talk to you, they try for pull more body, and people then they will not die. So they try for rescue them. So that the first thing first, they try for ensure say we rescue people them. Then after that, na a table round meeting, na a collaborative effort. We all will come on board and try for see waiting each institution for do waiting our own roles and responsibilities in terms of this. But the most important thing as a council, we are now concerned how we go able for stop this. That means we get for take. I mean, we get for be proactive, because when this don't happen, it don't happen quite recently. It don't even take how many months. Another one don't happen. We don't know how many more out there. So one of the things that they think of as a council, now for ensure I will come together for begin to go around, you know, for inspect houses them, like the technical players them, Ministry of Lands, and other key players in collaboration with council. Let we try for see how we go able for identify houses that we prone to that kind of things and appropriate actions be taken. But for now, I'm here at the talk on behalf of council, but now some of the things that we think around how we go able for like get a strategy we'll go put out there for save people of their kind here. They can't say people go when they go to places stay and rent with the rent, and that's it. We want for the inside was we don't know what's next. So we don't want for let that kind of here continue. So we just want for say how we able for collaborate with other players them and save more lives out there. because we don't know how many houses them, story buildings, go down there in the kind of situation where anything can happen at any time. Yeah.
Well, okay, we hope so, because I still do the search, and because to me understanding, there's about over 10 dead body now, where they don't account for. Yeah. And still the people, well, one day the Mikego Hospital still there, and it's still a struggle. Yeah. So which means this is very tough, where I believe say a lot of people are for land, especially when they build the house. Yeah. Engineer them or people that really construct house them. I believe say they for do, because it's like say something wrong.
Something wrong.
Yes.
Something wrong.
Where they make, because that's not mean they're happy before.
Exactly. But so now we begin ask ourselves some questions them. Some buildings and they like this kind of a building how long it don't take? When they build them? Yeah. Yeah? Because if you with people they own houses that already be built, when are Bodos, when are the other houses there?
No for them.
It's in any for them, in any collapse. So where lies the problem? From the foundation. Yeah. So these are some of the things we foresee them together as players. We reason around and find a solution. We'll go able for save with people out there. We'll go able for save Bokofu, because we don't know what's going to happen next. Yeah. It might not surprise me for make even right in the hot burning sun host collapse, because it don't suck the water. Because always they happen at the cause of the rain, and we all see what's happen this year. The 21 days. The 7 days railway blanket this year na 21 days rain. Yes. Right? Yeah. And then we see how the climates change. So we don't know what's they happen out there. So it's hard time we all come together and let we all know what for do together for let we able for save lives and properties.
All right, okay, thank you very much, Koma. Now, how council do they go for this property tax? Because now one source of revenue that's for council. Yeah. How council do they go for make sure say people then pay?
Yes, and so in terms of property rate and business licenses, probably we will say all we money that all they collect, we call a revenue, own source revenue. This now the last quarter of the year. And normally by the demand notices that all they give people them, especially for property rate. They outline say, they tell people they say that 30th of September, now the deadline. From January to September 30, now the deadline for let all payments for the year under review for let you pay your property rate. After the 30th, if you not pay that money day, you're liable for court action, for legal action. And with that, other people then they don't fall like even get arrears of previous years. And even this year, the same. We still they look up to people then, but let the people they know, family they know out there say the 30th of September na the deadline. From that point say now, na legal action. And the actions they vary. It can lead to court action, it can lead to the closure of your business, it can lead to other things, according to law. But what they try for say now is the one that we owe arrears, we not be don't pay for the previous years. And also the one that we still not even make efforts. If you owe they say September, we'll not pay it. We get the whole list of them. And then people there, while they know say, we don't distribute demand notices to them. We they tell them how much for pay. If they get area, they need for pay. We don't also make them know say, we don't send a legal letter, from a legal practitioner of the council for say, if you not pay, legal actions will be taken against you. For inform them earlier, let them know, let it not be a surprise to them. And that includes like people that within a ward 399, ward 409, and ward 401. 3 wards they don't give any information in it. And many other people them, especially like private schools. Private schools them better agree for pay. And we don't inform them earlier. We don't send legal documents, we not a letter for tell them say, if we not pay, we go take actions. We get the names of the schools. I know what for name them now. Because we still hope say so after this program or some mango give me, they will go pay. So no one for call them now on air. But they don't get a legal letter for say if we not pay, these are the actions that will be taken. And therefore, with this, I want everybody know, say, next week, because this week is almost at the end, we still be the get allowance. Next week, we almost go towards the end of the week, the month or the week. With the team, they go out there. And when it goes out there, na enforcement. And enforcement means, like I say, legal action. That's if you want challenge. You don't get letter. You don't receive demand note. You still refuse for pay. According to the act, actions could be taken against you.
What you make actually, because is it compliance that are the problem? Where they make people and they refuse for pay them.
The major thing that's compliance. The compliance really poor. People they comply, and probably you go say because we don't get the opportunity for begin take legal action, so people will be taken for granted. But now we get with legal decks na council, and in partnership with other legal professionals, then we agree advice and we're ready for taking matters to court and take necessary actions, so that don't make it easier for we, because people take things for granted. If they say the law not taking cause, they will go free like the previous years. Because we not take court action, people take it for granted. But now we ready now for take court action, and that make we don't inform them earlier. We don't send letters to them, and also we don't inform them. Demand notices they don't give them. But let everybody know, say by next week, council they cannot do for collect. For enforce. So the enforcement can be instant payments, it can be closure of wherever you did or whatever you do, or court action. If you want for challenge, you get your lawyer, you get your right, then we can go to court. And
but then how many what about this local tax? Is it what in council they look at? Because I believe say local tax, everybody who did at the jurisdiction, the municipality, supposed to pay local tax. So what not the problem here now?
Now the same compliance problem. Because local tax are one of the minimal cost rates or tax we pay as council. One of the individual, what's it identify you, what is it make you know say you're not a patriotic citizen, you're not somebody where you comply. Yeah. So if you not pay that kind of money we cost 5,000, I wonder if you get property we cost 100 leos, you go pay. So all of the gears to work compliance. But notwithstanding, we still they put efforts in place, and now they work with institutions then. For example, when they work or when they try for collaborate with the National Registration Office. So like you go take your ID card. If you not produce your local tax, you not go get it. The money is small but important, because that's they make you know say you not a citizen, you not a patriotic citizen of the city. We collaborate also with banks. You want to go open accounts. You want to do certain things there. One of the things that they ask for as a document or requirements are your local tax, because we don't find out. And we don't want to go that robust way where we used for go. We are in where they go begin the mount up checkpoints. Because as a council, we find out, say, the checkpoints they are so, it inconvenient service delivery. Other people then they way, they go render services for do their own work. The bar, the smooth running of the locality. People then the way they rush, people then the way get for go, they meet up with time for go work, and they don't buy their tax. So one person not go to okay when our candle not begin check for local tax. So the best way they do is we hope people as ransom at certain points. Like how we say, you need your national ID card. Now we all understand, say, some transaction then we want to make. If you not produce your ID card, national ID card, you need to do that transaction. And one of the requirements for let you do let you get your ID card. One of the things that we need to get, like how they say, with passport picture. You also need to provide your local tax. So these are some of the points, rather than how we plan to do, where would they delay services in the city. These are a big city, and especially we get times that when I rush hour. So we're not gonna say we go put up checkpoints. So just compliance. People then just not clear for pay tax.
Well, maybe sometimes because I said that the period one of the put is it that now every beginning of the year or middle of the year when I say for see how when I go do them. Is it that the beginning of the year or middle of the year? You know, when I say not consistent.
Yeah, normally local tax annually. And how it happen? It happen at all the 22 councils. Like we all for start together. You know, we see the operation at Freetown City Council. If you know, we get one printing center where the government printing press, where they print all the local taxes then at the other districts. So if council, Freetown City Council, they don't print the local tax, what see one of the Western area district council, you don't say already. So if we be uniform, if we be like together. But notwithstanding, we don't appeal. So we umbrella body. So the institution for them they go to give priority, especially for we, some of we like we in the Freetown City Council, we case a dynamic. For them give we the opportunity for let we the print. We don't look at tax so that we will do it in time. So that it will be available earlier for let people get them. But sometimes, I mean, traditionally how it used to happen, we go for it. Then general printing happen for everybody or all the councils before they begin distribute. Now they delay they come. So for avoiding delay, we as council we don't lobby. We governing body for make the able for give the priority for let we print for we save and begin for sell them in time.
Okay.
For let we able for do them in time, yeah.
So apart from them to tax and how the other tax, I believe so they get business, they get shops.
Yeah.
You know, how then they comply?
Well, we really get a challenge like areas like na billboards and banners. It's now one of the revenue stream that. And we say the delay and stay. I mean, we say the we say the challenge there. Most times people like don't pay for them billboards. Then the time they expire or don't expire, then they go remove up or then they go renew them. They just elephant day. Pass we go right around for begin to see the time. Excuse me. Sorry. Pass we go for begin see the time and see what we're able for do. Sorry.
You need some.
My name is Samuel Bangwa, a camera operator at SLBC. I always capture the scene you see on TV. So stay glued to the public broadcaster.
My name is Abdul Kabia, a news anchor and sports producer at SLBC.
Hello, I am Esther Mahisama, important presenter of SLBC Sport.
I am Princess Gibson, executive producer, radio, gatekeeping, radio content, producer, public square, your program that brings you conversation on topical issues, and also presents our breakfast show, Good Morning Sierra Leone.
Hello, my name is Daphne Zainab Kamara. I am a television producer at the SLBC. I also read the news on television and present the podium on television too. I also announce on radio. Stay tuned to the SLBC.
Providing authentic information has been one of the pillars that SLBC relies on. I am Mohamed Simbiko, a reporter who has developed insatiable appetite for human interest stories. Continue to stay with Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation for your best in broadcast journalism.
As a public broadcaster, we believe in giving out objective stories, and your interest is our concern. I am Moses Sile Conte, a reporter at the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation. Stay tuned.
All right, Famulem, welcome back, and we just take a short break because we talk a lot of other things about what in council they do. So yeah, we're going to talk about our business, Koma.
Yeah, so we're talking about the bill boss and of some of the challenges them, what they get. We have people that they pay for the bill boss, and then when time reach for let they remove or the time they expire, they kill it and they. And also, we also get another challenge of street naming. We get a challenge of registration of customary marriages, and also registration of NGOs. People then not agree for car register, especially CBOs, sorry. So these are some of the challenges that they get in terms of revenue. But notwithstanding that, they also they try for put them as well. We try for put measures in place for ensure say people comply.
Yeah, but that, because if every step of the tax owner for collecting the guy issue there,
yeah.
So which means another strong strategy for able force people and for pay. That one for try for build up.
Well, we want for like not to like force people for pay. We want the people they accustomed to the fact that this for no say this our duty. Like for instance, billboards. You want to advertise your business, and you want to erect a billboard. This is your responsibility for pay. If you program now from this point to this point, and you don't pass, now your responsibility for like remove them, right? So now something where people they need for accustomed to. If you not say for pay local tax, not something where they for force you. You know say the year I'm not go pay, that go buy me local tax. You know say for pay property rate, they don't give demand notes for tell you say now this now the cost way for pay for a demand notes. You don't need for them to force you. So that issue of force, people they travel, they go to other countries. Nobody they force them for pay tax. They comply. So now that same culture wants the people them accustomed to in terms of revenue.
But I mean, come on, like some streets and they were people they park where council supposed to make something out of it. What they happen in the area and because council need for increasing revenue base.
Yes, well, they still get a small challenge with SLRSA because the mandates in terms of street parking are not that clear according to the acts or according to law. SLRA get their own mandates, we say get your mandate. But we for mark the streets and give the space because of the space. They say get so we try for put things in place. But notwithstanding, people they still there we they work with we as council and we they give them the space by year. We they give them the space by year or by months or by days according to what you want. You come to council, you want the space, you get a letter, you go through the procedure, they give you the space, they give you signboard. When are your own parking space? At the end of the day, now you space that you pay for at the end of the day. But even that, we still get people that we owe arrears. We get institutions that we don't mark for parking space. We still owe council, we don't pay. So those are just the challenges, Iboku.
Well, which means council gets a lot of...
We get a lot of enforcement for do. Because when you don't go into agreements, you don't see that this, like for instance, parking space, then you not pay, not enforcement. When they come, they remove the space now and they give other person who wants and ready for pay. So now all parts of the enforcement.
Right, so formally, council, this Victoria Park, I don't recall, there is a Sarah ground, Victoria Park being under council. Council still get right today, or what's happening?
Well, as far as my knowledge concerned, for a very long time now, we understand as a council say Victoria Park they under investigation, and when something is under investigation, that means say it gets a lot of legal implications. So it not go just come like easily under council. So that one we still they look up to central government for give we the mandate for take ownership as it used to be. We still await the approval or then done the legal issues with the Victoria Park and submit and to we or whatever that the challenge we are not able to say now because I don't know.
Yeah, because now one day around the way people at least
of course we said they wish for that because they really get a challenge in terms of space, and when they don't give council the ownership, and that go make it easier for we, and we know so people they will able to get space for relax and for do them businesses and other things, but we not still get that clarity or that ownership it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now still.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we go now. What you want for left to people, and more especially people that want to comply with this property tax and all other taxes we don't talk about?
Well, I just want to refer them to the saying that goes, say, when gentility fails, brutality takes place. Brutality in the sense not of violence, but the act also give you the mandate for we enforce. And that enforcement, it end with force. That force means it can be legal. Right? So, if up to now they still get a chance, today is just about like the 18th, right? So they still get a chance for them to go wherever. The bank outlets say also they for go pay. The account numbers they are the demand notes, and any other money where you feel say if you pay to cancel, you still get time. No wait say cancel gonna do, go meet you. And sometimes it's embarrassing. For the mere fact say cancel don't gather that you do not. Be it house, be it shop, or be it whatever business they do or any other thing. For the mere fact you don't see Freetown City Council, then you do not means you are a defaulter. And that's they create some kind of embarrassment for you. No wait say council take you to court. For the mere fact you get for left your business. Like they private schools where they pay, we're supposed for pay, where they don't get their letters, we know they pay. Now we take us to drag on to court because it's a stigma. And most times we get media, we get journalists the way they cover news. Right? We get journalists the way they cover. It will be scandalous enough for make the say this so school, so private school with all the big name, then they pay. So we don't want that. So that because they still appeal to them. They still talk to them gently for let them come and honor them bills for let them pay what's in the need for pay to council so that we will continue with the smooth running of the city.
Well, maybe then we'll look out for name calling to tell more.
Yeah, we get the mandate, we get the rights somehow. But I believe say there is something in the law where say we'll give us into punishment. We get the right for also name and shame. But still they give them the allowance and wait for the time limit, the time drawn when at the 30th when they by the law, by the acts. So if that compliance not coming, why is the court they doing your action? The media said they're doing your work. And that's the point where we say we'll publish the names. That's really the time where we say we'll name and shame. If I don't know earlier about the still get time, we'll get this week, for then they can't pay. So if they're not fair for pay, where the courts they take your action, the media said they take your action for name and shame, for lists, put on the newspapers, publish on public notices on radio stations, television stations, for letting us say these are the people or these are the defaulters who know they comply for pay the rates or property rates or business licenses as the case may be.
You talk about for register traditional marriage.
Yeah.
You know, but how well do they monitor that? Because married and they go on. But how well do they monitor?
That one day, it's not like compulsory. Let's say if you know the legal implication, somebody don't go wedding, the act says so, and that kind of wedding, then you get for register to cancel. You can go endorse her at any other level according to how you want her. But one of the people there, the institution where government begin the act, the gender act, for make we able for register na cancel. Once na customary marriage, you will come you register. So, but if you not do am then you at your own detriment, you don't force anybody. But you get to for pay the fees. You get for make sure say you do the right thing. So that's you know say what you do illegal because now according to law, what did the law say? Where they don't go married you traditionally. If you wanted to marry the tomorrow, then knock out with other draw, you get forget your documents. So if you want other documents, can cancel. Simple. So that you get your certificates from the council. But you don't need enforcement. You don't force anybody in terms of customary marriage.
All right. Well, I think to say we go round up now, but then of course I believe say council go still 1% condolences to the people that were lost their life.
Of course.
That disaster we been ongoing still.
Yeah.
Then they pull people them.
Yeah.
Fiscal council go on for send condolence towards that.
Yes, on behalf of council, on behalf of our worship the mayor, this is not the mayor's hour, like how the moderators say, the mayor not there, the deputy mayor there, he don't do a lot of efforts from right from the beginning. It's still, if he has to talk so now, if I don't come to this program, because this is not the mayor's hour, but they out there in the field, they try for still, rescue for do the needful. So, on behalf of Freetown City Council, I worship the mayor, the deputy mayor, the chief administrator, the councillors, and the entire staff of council. We continue for extend with condolences them to the one that we lost their lives, and we continue for pray that we know you either kind of batia again. Now we all be careful. Now we all take with time. Now we all notify the appropriate authority wherever we see disaster prone, wherever we see a thing like that. Any building where we say, safe. Now we bring account to the attention of the appropriate authorities. Then let them take action for we all save lives and properties. May their souls rest in perfect peace.
All right. Well, on that note, family, so we'll wrap up the program. One for tell you thank you for your listening, and continue for listening this Mayor's Hour because you'll get all the information we need for know about council, the work that they do, and how council they do their operation. But if you not person will get property, then you refuse to pay you tax to council. Remember, they get the legal, aspect where they go take against you. Now, then they use the carrot, but the day when they go on for use the stick, then it will be a problem. I don't say you don't go on for lost use. You see the ring bell panam, auction them for pool money, get money. I don't say you don't go on that. So make sure say if you owe council, go pay. You bill, and I believe say you go sleep with Kolat. So thank you very much, Kuma, and we want to tell Jay Full, plenty thank you there on camera. Senesima Kavuru and Tusan Onyewe. Well, we get Sheku G.